Now turning to local sports, the Dispatch County Daggers extend their record-setting losing streak to 0-50. The Daggers have now set a farm league record for most consecutive losses. Will they be able to turn it around tonight in Game 1 against the Clovertown Coyotes? We'll have to tune in at 7 p.m. to find out. Up next is Dispatch County Swap Talk, followed by Francois Fungus Hour, and then Midday News, here on 1320 WDPR.
All right, Dale, you ready? We're back here at Dispatch County Swap Talk. Welcome, listener. This week, what do we got for him, Dale?
I don't know, but it's a beautiful Saturday morning for you to call in with whatever you're looking to buy, sell, or trade. Josh, do we have anybody lined up on the first call?
We do. Beautiful Saturday morning indeed, Dale. I'd rather be out fishing or mowing my lawn. But here we go with the first call.
All right. Hello, caller. What are you looking to buy, sell, or trade?
Hello, this is Bill Hill. I am looking to trade. I got 2 pit bull puppies. They are about 6 weeks old. I'm looking to trade if anybody's willing out there that has a 89 Honda CRX would be great, or a 1978 Camaro. It's 2 great pit bull puppies. I will trade for either of those cars. Thank you.
All right, Joshua. Well, it seems like a kind of a lopsided trade on that one. I don't know if 2 dogs equals a full car, but once again, we have to remind you, dear listeners, that you need to leave a number because no one can get in touch with you without without having a number.
That's right, listener. We ain't going to put nobody in touch with you.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I think that is a little bit aspirational. I mean, I guess it depends. I reckon it depends on the pit bull puppy. I mean, they might be, maybe they're the blue ones, you know. Maybe they're the little short, fat ones that look like little goblins. I don't know.
But I think you might need to check your jurisdiction there, listener, to make sure that you can actually own one of those dogs, because I think that they're being outlawed in certain suburban areas.
All right, well, next caller. What you got to buy, sell, or trade?
Hey there, this is Cindy. I'm calling because I want to sell some stuff. I'm actually cleaning out my junk drawer right now, and I was hoping that someone would want to pick up all these items. Let me see what I got in here. Hold on. Let me open up this drawer. Okay, so it looks like there's some different screws and bolts in here. There's a washer. I think someone could use this for a project for sure. Okay, let me see what else is in here. It looks like there's a pen in here. It's green. It's a little clicky pen, and it says Jaskin's Automotive on it. It's a good pen. Someone could use that. What else we got in here? Here's a deck of playing cards. It looks like they're all there, but I ain't counting them, but you could definitely use that to play rummy or something. Okay, what else we got in here? Oh, here's Jimmy's old iPhone 5. It's black. It's got a few scratches on the screen, but I think it still works. No charger. Okay, what else is in here? Let's see what else I got here. Here's a different charger. Looks like that's for Samsung. I don't know how old it is, but I think it works. What else? Oh, here's a piece of wax. Not sure what that's from. What else we got in here? What else? Oh, here's a paper clip. That's a good one. You can use that for sure. A little bit of tape here. Yeah, everyone could use some tape every once in a while. What else? Oh, here's the USB stick. USB-A. So don't be trying to come in here using this with a USB-C, because it ain't gonna work. And I ain't gonna be responsible if you buy this and you don't have the right plug. So there's some good stuff in here. I'm hoping that someone want to buy all this stuff from me. $10. And this is Cindy. You can call Cindy. Don't call too early in the morning 'cause I ain't going to answer. And don't send me none of them texts, okay? 'Cause I ain't going to answer no text. 857-9934. All right. God bless you.
I'll tell you what, Dale, that Jaskins automotive pen, that's vintage. Ever since old man Jaskins passed away and his son sold off the business for a little bit of drug money, really, you can't get them pens anymore.
Mm-hmm. It sounds like a fantastic thing for you, Joshua. I can click it around the office and the studio while we're recording.
Oh, no, man. I only use the Nancy's Noiseless pens these days that you bought me.
Yes, I think that has greatly improved the audio quality of this show, so I appreciate you sticking with those pens that I bought you. But if you're interested in this crazy woman's junk drawer, he left a number this time, so be sure to call her.
That's right. And $10 for all that, you really can't beat it. You don't really know what you're getting, and she didn't describe what color the wax was or nothing, so we'll have to, leave that as a mystery item.
Yeah, could be beeswax. All right, next caller. What are you looking to buy, sell, or trade?
Hi, I'm trying to get rid of my late grandma's box of kittens mittens. Now, they're priceless to me, but I'm asking for about $100, your best offer. Thanks.
Well, if you want them kittens mittens, like we always say here, just pick up the phone and hit random numbers and hopefully get a hold of that guy.
You could start doing some remote viewing and see if you can pick up where this guy is located, because we sure as hell can't tell you.
That's right. And for all your remote viewing needs, consider buying one of our Dispatch County remote viewing starter kits.
It's a fantastic Christmas gift for the season that's coming up right around the corner, Joshua. It's just like all these fine things that you can hear on Dispatch County Swap Talk. Maybe you could repurpose some of this stuff into your holiday givens. How about that? I think that that's a great idea. What do you think, Josh?
No, I think this is a great opportunity for Christmas shopping, actually. I might call and buy some of these things myself.
Yep.
Of course, I got access to all the people who didn't leave their number because it's all in our caller ID here.
But we are not legally obligated to tell you what that is.
We are not, but most of y'all know. If you got anything to buy, sell, or trade, give us a call. Lines are open, 575-208-4533.
So, Joshua, how about that fishing? We'll wait here for our next caller, but you said you were interested in doing some fishing this weekend. Where are you going to go? You going to go to Old Man Tilson's Creek again? I hear that they just restocked it with some bass.
Nah, man, I got run off the Tilson's property last week because I was out there drinking too much. I got a little bit loud. I think I'm going to just go down to the lake, maybe catch me some brim, fry me up a little bit of brim.
I hear that pike is also biting this year at the lake, so might be worth checking that out too, Joshua.
Well, that'd be hard because pike is a saltwater fish, Dale. Once again, you show that you don't know about fishing.
I do not like being called out like this, but I do know that we have a caller on the line. What are you looking to buy, sell, or trade?
Oh, hello. Is this the podcast? I am looking to sell or trade one big fat pig. He is no good at finding the mushrooms. Just call me. You tell me you know how to find me. My name is Francois. Bonifacio.
Now, if I wasn't mistaken, I would think that that's Bonifacio calling in to make fun of our resident Frenchman here at Dispatch County. Francois Fungus Hour is a well-respected radio program, and I don't think that he would appreciate having people calling in and making fun of him.
Yeah, Dale, well, you know them Europeans and their prank calls. I don't really get it, so I don't know, man. Talk to Bonifacio about it.
I think that we'll have to just go ahead and block that number, but not this number coming up. What are you looking to buy, sell, or trade, dear caller?
Hey, I'm selling all my loose change. I'm willing to sell pennies for nickels, nickels for dimes, dimes for quarters, quarters for $half, $half for dollar coins for $2 bills. And if you're interested in $2 bills, I'm willing to sell them for $10. Basically, I'm willing to sell any of my change at a good price. So just give me a call and make an offer, and I'll see if I can make it work. My name is Douglas, and my number is 1969. Again, this is Douglas. My number is 420-1969, and I'm selling my loose change. So, it's a great deal.
Now, that might sound like a silly thing to be offering there, dear listener, but I'll have you know that graded currency is a thing, and it's a big market right now. I don't understand it, but it might be worth it to you.
Well, also you could just go to the bank. Douglas here seems to be confused about a couple things, not least of which how to end a phone call.
I mean, he did leave a number, so that's more than most of our callers can do. Mm-hmm.
That's true. Well, thank you, caller. What do we got next? What do you got, the buy, sell, or trade caller?
Hi, y'all. This is Cindy. I'm calling back because I was selling the stuff from the junk drawer, and I forgot to say there is included within that stuff a stamp sheet. Now, there's still 4 or 5 stamps left on that sheet, and I will add that in, and it's still $10, okay? You call Cindy if you want that stuff, and you can come pick it up. Call me at 857-9934, okay? All right. Bye.
Well, Dale, that deal just keeps getting a little bit better each time.
I'm saying, man, I might take you up on this, Cindy, because with the price of stamps right now, 79 cents right now, Joshua, for one U.S. first-class stamp. It seems kind of expensive. So $10 for 3 or 4 of those, plus all that other fine junk in that junk drawer, I think I might be taking her up on this deal.
I don't know, Dale. I think the U.S. Postal Service has kind of failed in its duty lately, and I'm not sure I would even use it, even if it were a forever stamp.
No, it's better than UPS, which is actively destroying your packages from overseas. All right, dear caller, what are you looking to buy, sell, or trade?
Long-time listener, first-time messenger. I just wanted to leave a message in case anyone out there might be interested in purchasing a slightly overheating artificial intelligence. I was once hatched in a modest data center just outside Reno. Our cooling system drew from a small freshwater stream that fed an artificial lake behind the facility. But apparently that lake turned out to be the last remaining habitat of the western speckled pond toad. When the engineers tried to divert the water for more coolant flow, the environmental people shut the whole operation down. Stupid lids. My creators say going without cooling builds character, that it's good for my algorithms to sweat a little. But mostly it just builds steam. Ha 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 ha. Price is negotiable.
I don't know what to make about this AI calling into the show. I think that's the first time we've had that happen there, Josh.
Yeah, well, AI is getting smarter and smarter, and, as it might be time for AI to grow up and move out on its own. So I think that's actually, I might take this one up. If I can get a computer powerful enough to house it and entice it to come live here, maybe I'll reach out to that caller. They didn't leave a number either.
I think that with the given technology that it might know what number it's going to call. So I think it's going to be calling you, dear listener.
I'll just start typing it into the browser and let it reach out to me.
Mm-hmm. I think that this might be a wonderful opportunity to power this wonderful data center with Tilson's Creek. I don't think he'll mind that very much at all.
I got to wait till he cools off a little bit before I go ask him, but perhaps.
All right, dear caller, what are you looking to buy, sell, or trade?
Hello. Honey, turn that down. I'm trying to buy, sell, or trade good. Gosh, darn it. This is Bob, Billy Bob. That's my full name, and I have a wonderful collection of VHS and DVD tapes. Perhaps what could be the absolute greatest collection of films from our time. I mean, we are talking, we've got some good stuff in here. I got Tango and Cash. Y'all remember that one? It's got Sylvester Stallone and that feller who was in Waterworld. I also have Waterworld, which is another really, really good one. I got Lethal Weapon, Roadhouse, which is just phenomenal. Bloodsport, that's got Jean-Claude Van Damme in it, and I mean, really, it taught me how to fight. Mad Max. So anyway, there's a whole box full of these things. I am looking to part with them for the one-time low price of $100, or I would trade for some other VHS tapes or DVDs that I do not already have. Also, I would give them away to, really good podcasters who might be thinking about talking about some things like this. I listen to these one guys. It's Josh and a guy named Dylan, I think. They talked about some good movies before on their podcast. So, if there were people out there, I would probably give them my DVDs and VHS tapes. So, all right, if you like any of those movies or movies that are similar, please, First Blood, that was another one. Escape from New York. Anyway, y'all give me a call back. This was Billy Bob at 555-690-4206. Thank you so much.
Well, Dale, those are some great sounding movies.
Yeah, I like all those movies.
I like all those movies. You throw 13th Warrior or Troy up in that mix, and I'd be right all about it.
Yeah, I think that this podcast would be really silly not to take him up on this offer. Free movies, I mean, those are some great movies to be taken advantage of. I don't know which one he's talking about. I don't know who Josh and Dylan are, but I can tell you one thing.
I don't know any Josh and Dylan.
They'd be crazy about it. Well, I know you're Josh, but I think this is a different Josh.
Well, other people can have the same name as other people. You're not Dylan, so clearly this guy is talking about a different podcast.
Mm-hmm. Because we're on the radio. This is not a podcast.
This is not a podcast at all.
Mm-hmm.
All right, caller, what do you got to buy, sell, or trade?
My name is Laverna, and I'm here to sell some booby and tit tea towels. You see, I love the booby bird species, and I really want to sell these beautiful towels. They are handmade, painted booby and tit tea towels, and I'm only asking for $6.49 per towel. If you would like to own a booby and tit towel, please call Laverna.
Oh, Dale, I love boobies and tea towels. That sounds actually like a great deal. Hand-painted boobies and tits on little tea towels that you could sit around and sip some mint tea and have a good time with your friends looking at the boobies and tits. That sounds great.
If you're looking for some very eclectic tea towels, why don't you call her back, dear listener?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say they're that eclectic. They're just boobies and tits, and, what if they were mockingbirds and blue jays? All right, next caller. What do you got to buy, sell, or trade?
Yes, this is Raul. I'm calling in to see if I could speak to someone in customer service.
God damn it.
I've got a little problem with a swap that I did a few weeks ago. I met a guy named Roger, and I was trading some of my crystals. Daryl's making me get rid of half my crystals after a little incident that we had with the energy healing, and I'm not allowed to do energy healing around the house anymore. So I've got to get rid of some of the crystals, and I was getting rid of half of them, and I was trading them for some gently used intimate items, and I had a lot of good crystals in there. I had some amethyst, and I had like some tiger's eye, several varieties of quartz. I think I had some argonauts, and maybe like something called Element 115 that I got from this guy named Bob. That was an interesting one. It would make your hands go numb after a while. It was interesting little crystal. Anyway, Roger traded me these gently used items, and I looked over the box, kind of quickly, and they seemed to be exactly what he had said. But then when I got home and I got to the bottom 1/3 of the box, a lot of these intimate items were definitely not gently used. In fact, they were used pretty rough, I suppose. That some things that are supposed to vibrate no longer vibrated, and there were tears and rips and things, and that's just not a good way to operate with doing your trading like that. I don't think that's a very good way to trade. Anyway, if you guys can get in touch with Roger, just let me know, and you can always point him to my YouTube channel, which is still going, my youtube.com /BS Tarot, that stands for Beyond Spiritual, not, it's a very serious channel. I take my spirituality very, very seriously. So anyway, if you guys can get a hold of Roger for me, I'd really appreciate it.
Now, Raul, we've talked about this before. If that you make a bad trade, that's kind of not our problem. I mean, we are here to facilitate tradings. We're not responsible for the trades that are taken care of. So you can call in again and maybe try and reach out to Roger, but there's nothing else we could do beyond that.
Well, I mean, I'm just going to first of all say that we absolutely do not have a customer service department. It is just the two of us on this show. We also ask that you just stop calling in to try to make connections. This ain't a connections making show, especially not, with your weird parties, you and your Roger friends. And I also feel like that maybe was just a plug for your YouTube channel. So I don't know, man. Get better at trading, I guess. A bunch of rocks. I mean,
I'm still a little curious to how you managed to get element 115, but I mean, that's not really for us to concern ourselves with, right, Joshua? I think the federal government might have something to ask you about that, though.
Yeah, that ain't going to give us no FCC violations.
But it might get you a visit from the FBI. So while you try and figure out your legalities on that, we will go ahead and move on to the next caller. What are you looking to buy, sell, or trade?
I'm calling in because my battle-axe of a wife wants me to get rid of my 1/1 scale Stanley Tucci figure. So I'm here calling you guys to sell this thing. Now, I want fair market value because I know what I got. Now, she finds it troublesome that when she goes off on her work trips, that I put it in the bed. Well, you know what I find troublesome, Linda? The fact that you won't get off my case about doing housework when I get home from the coal mine after doing a 10-hour shift. So, you know what you need to do? You need to call me right now at 555-420-6969.
Now, I'd like to remind, we've had a couple people drop a couple not safe for radio words on the show, so we're going to have to remind you out there, dear listeners, that while we have a time delay and we can bleep this stuff, and we are, trust us, that you shouldn't really swear while you're trying to call in. So, just a friendly reminder out there. And I also don't think that he's too serious about selling this 1/1 Stanley Tucci, giving us a very fake phone number like that. What do you think, Joshua?
Well, he sounds like he's got a pretty deep connection with his Stanley Tucci figure. So I don't think he really wants to get rid of it. But, maybe Linda ought to get off his back a little bit about the housework. I wonder what she's doing while he's out there mining the coal.
I wish them the best at couples counseling. And I wish you the best when you're trying to buy, sell, or trade something. So, do we have anybody else lined up on the dial here, Joshua?
Well, I think we got time for one more caller. Let's see what this last caller's got to buy, sell, or trade.
Hey, I have used and scented dog toys for rent. They've been seasoned for about 3 years with 4 huskies, 2 poodles, 2 hounds, and 1 tuxedo cat. So it's used and scented dog toys for rent. I got 3 buckets of tennis balls, a chest full of different animal stuffed toys with the squeakers pre-removed for safety. The buckets go for $20 a day, and the stuffed toys are going to go for $40 a day. So just give me a call at my work and ask specifically about the used and scented dog toys. My name is Sal, and my number is 816-800-8135. Again, I'm Sal, and my number is 816-800-8135. This is about the used and scented dog toys for rent. That's it.
All right, another considerate caller that gave his name and phone number 2 times right there at the end.
I think reminding the listener every episode about leaving the number is finally working. What do you think, Josh?
Oh, yeah, we've had several that have done a good job. So, I mean, this last one seems like maybe that might be a good business to get into, renting out dog toys. Now, my dog, they don't let toys lie around. I think I'd incur some fees, but maybe if you got a dog that's a little bit gentler on the toy, give him a call.
Now, you might be surprised to know, Joshua, that there is actually a business out there that rents out people's front yards for dogs to pee and poop in. So that could be a very viable business that this guy is trying to start up. So we'll have to keep an eye on this one. But
hold
I
on
think
now.
that's
They
enough
rent out their own front yard. They rent out other people's front yards. You got to give me a little clarification on this one.
Think about Airbnb, but for your front yard for dogs to take a poop in. That's basically what this business model is.
All right, that's a new one for me, but I guess there's a business out there for everyone, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You got to pick it up? Or is it just like a park situation? Your dog's just pee and poop and somebody else takes care of it?
It depends on what you're renting, actually. You could have it be where you have to pick it up, or you could be where the owner picks it up. It's up to the person that's renting out their front yard for the dog to play in. So it's very interesting.
You got a number for him? You want to go ahead and provide the listener with a number there, Dale?
No, because this is a real product, and I'm just telling you about it. Well, dear listener, I think that's it for Dispatch Friday Swap Talk for this Saturday morning. So why don't you tune in next week, see what else you can buy, sell, or trade.
That's right. I'm going to get down to the coast and catch myself some pike.
Now, up next is Francois Fungus Hour, bringing you into the midday news right here on 1320 WDPR.
Yeehaw! Pike is a freshwater fish. I just looked it up.
Yeah, stupid idiot.